That's exactly right.
Yeah.
You reverse the amount as the day goes on.
Right.
So for dinner, I'll have 3 pieces of chicken, a salad, and iced tea or a beer or
Right.
something, and eat and go to bed with. I go to bed as if I could pose, so I don't have a full,
Yeah.
a full stomach.
I don't like feeling full.
No.
And I don't have the appetite that I used to have.
No.
I can't eat near the quantity of food I used to eat.
No.
I do have my supplements, which is important. Do you find as you're getting older, like myself, that it's harder for you to get a pump?
Well, I don't take steroids anymore, and I think there was something about pump in that.
Yeah, for sure.
But I know that if I take off Saturday and Sunday and have a nice meal on Sunday night, then on Monday I still get a pump, but never like before.
No.
Never like Arnold used to say, better than coming,
Yeah.
or whatever.
Well, you're right. You're right, because your arms would just blow up when you're on stuff.
Right.
I got some of Gaspari's Super Pump powder. I don't know what's in it, but I take a spoonful of water before I train. I get a really good pump.
Interesting.
Really, really good pump. And I just started doing this like 2 months ago, and I really like it. But I do take a shot of testosterone a week. 1 cc, 150 milligrams maybe, no more than 200 milligrams a week. And I think it helps keep me fuller, because my body doesn't produce it anymore. It makes a lot of things better. It increases your sex life, keeps your skin tighter, it keeps your muscles fuller, keeps your body fat less. Just overall feel better, because so many men my age who don't take it that I grew up with, they're dead. They just waiting to be buried.
Yeah.
They eat wrong, their testosterone's low. They don't even know why they're tired. And
I wanted just to share with you, I'm not a trained nutritionist, but God only knows I made it my business to be scientific about red volumes. But right now it seems to me that the ideal supplement program would be multivitamin, fish oil, resveratrol. Do you know that one?
No.
Resveratrol is the substance in red wine that is responsible, they say, for the French paradox. That is, the French people typically eat foods that are high in fat, cheese, breads, pastries, and yet as a nation they have the lowest amount of heart disease.
Because of red wine.
Right. So the resveratrol is the compound, if you will, the element in red wine that does the good stuff for your heart.
Oh, that's interesting.
And then I like vitamin D, very important, especially for your immune system. So, and then I like ginseng. I don't take ephedra or any speed or anything, but I like my ginseng. And I've really reduced, and vitamin C I like, I've reduced the amount of vitamins. Maybe I'll take a total of 25 pills a day divided by 2. Maybe even less.
Works
and
for you.
before I used to take that much times 3,
Yeah.
you know.
That's great. I mean, it works for you.
Yeah, but it seems like the fish oil, the resveratrol, the D are just critically important for health.
Okay, your stand on today, I get a lot of the young bodybuilders out there questioning me about how to get big, and should I bulk up and train down, and bulk up and train down, and should I go on steroids, what should I do? They're lost. They see the guys on stage, they all want to be big like that. But I think that you should just, and I want to know your thoughts on this, train and gain as it comes. Don't try to pack it all on at once. The more weight you gain, the more you have to lose. You're going to gain muscle, you're going to gain it slow, but it's going to go on, it's going to stay with you. Don't you agree?
Yeah, and I mean, when I first started, I remember reading the story of Milo, who was the Greek young man who had a little baby calf. And he put the little baby calf on his shoulders and walked up the hill.
I remember that.
And came back down. Well, of course, every day, the calf got bigger. And he got stronger because he had to carry that calf till it became a bull. So I've often felt that the whole concept is to be progressive. And don't you remember they used to say if you put on 5 pounds of muscle a year?
Right.
That's it, man.
That's what I'm
You're
saying.
done.
Yeah.
That's it. So there isn't any shortcut.
There's no shortcut.
And over 5 years, that's 25 pounds. And, if you start at a reasonable, and if you start from, like ground zero and you're like 150 and just literally a bone rack, then you're probably going to have a spike.
Right.
But for guys that are, in the middle of the musculature characteristic, then you'd probably be happy to put on 5 pounds of muscle.
5 pounds of muscle is a lot.
year.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Quality muscle.
Yeah.
I mean, a 5-pound plate is heavy.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I
If you
think
look
to
at-
do
if
it
you-
slow, then you don't deviate.
Yeah, it's the whole key is do it slow. Look in the mirror. Let the mirror be your guide. Don't go by the scale. The scale doesn't mean anything. It's weight. So what? Is it good weight? Is it bad weight? It could be fat weight. So if you do put on the weight and you look in the mirror and you see yourself a little smooth, then you know you put on fat.
And I mean, the body's 70% liquid, so
Yeah,
you know that's another important thing. I think drinking fluids.
lots of them.
Right.
So what are you doing with yourself nowadays?
I've become a horseman,
Mm-hmm.
and I think maybe my relationship with Steve Reeves. He was a Morgan horse breeder, but I've kind of gotten away from bodybuilding and so forth for the last 20 years, and I'm very much involved with horsemanship. And it's amazing, Rick, that you can get a horse to do amazing things by just a tiny little touch. So it has nothing to do with overpowering the animal. The guy that trained the warhorse, Lovegren, is in Acton, and he uses just minimal sign. I mean, horses are huge,
Sure.
and they can feel a little tiny fly on their back.
Oh, sure.
So I've enjoyed my relationship with horses, and for an occupation, I sell advertising in a wellness magazine called Living Well Today, that's distributed at Whole Foods and Sunflowers and health food stores around the country.
Oh, nice.
Uh-huh.
And then you have this book that you did,
Yes,
and you want to market this book.
I'm going to. Yeah,
Okay.
I'm out of the closet, and I have people asking me all the time, "What about that?" And you know, it's not going to make everybody perfect in their physique, but it has the ideas of how I lost 100 pounds.
I think it's great. There's a lot of people that want to know about you and how to do this. I think it's a great idea. So you have to get a website and you have to get on Facebook. Facebook,
I'm
right,
going
guys?
to. Yes, I'm
So,
going
so
to.
these people, you want to reach Steve on Facebook and talk to him. I think you should. And when you do, link to me. And then if you guys know where I am, then you can link to Steve. And then everybody will linked up.
Thank you.
Well, it's been a real pleasure.
Likewise.
And
Deja vu.
Yes, deja vu. Jeez, makes me want to go train, even though I already did. But
Makes me want to go to Muscle Beach and lay in the sun.
Well, I will on Sunday, if it's sunny. But thank you so much for coming.
My pleasure.
And you guys, you see it. Here's Steve Davis. You've been asking and asking and asking, and I got him on here, and I'm thrilled to death that he showed up. He's a wonderful person. I've loved this guy for years. He's always treated me like a king, and I feel the same way about him. So stay tuned for more Rick's Corner, and I will bring you more stars, and I'll bring you information on his book when it comes out, and his Facebook when he links up, and you'll be able to reach him directly. Thanks for watching.
Thanks, Rick. Appreciate you having me on.
My pleasure.
And for those people that remember Robbie, I still have a bicep.
That's right.